Tax strategy is not just for the very wealthy. In fact, Tyson Pruitt, a managing partner at Anthem Strategists and a longtime CPA, says anyone with an income should strategize, and not to start around April, but to start right now. He's here with tips that we all need to hear. Welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate being here today.
It's so great to have you. So people might think that tax planning is just for the Kardashians or the very wealthy, but working class people, small businesses, individuals should be thinking about this.
Correct. Yeah. As we talk with people, what you find is really the people who have, not the ultra rich, it means more. Planning and saving money means more to them in many ways than it does for the ultra rich, because every dollar means more to them.
What kind of occupations are we talking about?
Yeah, it could be anyone from the person who works at your local store, small business owners, retirees. Really, it's across the entire gamut.
So if you're working with a trained professional, you've been doing this 30 years, you're obviously going to help somebody to find savings and to make a plan so that they can maximize every dollar they make.
Correct. And you really hit on one of the key words, which is make a plan and know where you're going. Because if you don't know where you're going, it's really hard to get there. And so projecting out 1, 2, 3, 5 years really is critical.
Estate planning. It's not something people like to think about because, obviously, I don't know about you, but I plan to live forever. So I'm gonna fly in the face of science. But so most of us just don't like to think about that. But of course, it's important because the people you leave behind will have like a mess and a chaos and a crisis if there's not a plan.
Correct. And estate planning is one of the biggest areas where, again, planning is important because it's not just about the tax savings. And let's be honest, even for people with small dollars, you can have some major estate planning issues, especially here in Arizona. We have a lot of people that are assets not just here but in other states. And some states have very low estate tax rates where like at $1 million you can start having to pay estate taxes. So it can hit even those who aren't really ultra wealthy when you add in the home. But it also does things like, do you want your kids and your grandkids to have to wonder where should assets go? Who gets what? It takes a lot of that stress off. And I think lastly, what people don't think about, but they really should, is the legacy. What do you want to leave behind? Do you want to give to charity? Do you want to recognize the things that are valuable to you and others? So your estate plan can deal with all of that.
That's beautifully put, because I have a memory, and I think a lot of people who've lost a loved one have a similar memory after my mom passed, of being in the bank and I didn't have it was a small account, it was a few $1,000s, but my mom wanted me to have it and I couldn't access it because I didn't have the right passwords. She hadn't named me as a beneficiary and she was very responsible, but she had just forgotten this one account, and I was so traumatized just crying there in the bank.
Right, and that's part of what it does, is it sets things up so that you don't have to wait. You can do things like pay bills, close accounts, all those things that you don't think about. And again, planning, you're going to live forever. Congratulations.
Thank you for recognizing that, Tyson.
We're not guaranteed that. And so if something tragic happens, it's really good to be prepared.
Speaking of which, we mentioned this earlier, but it bears repeating. Do not wait till April. If you want to maximize your savings and put yourself and your family in the best possible position, now is the time to think about your taxes. And of course, Tyson and his team of professionals are available. You can reach them online.
Correct. Yeah, it's anthemstrategists.com.
Or of course, you can check out our website, cw7az.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored on behalf of Anthem Strategists by Mesa Chamber of Commerce.